Brutal wind chills this morning and a dose of extreme cold coming to the Twin Cities this weekend also has hospitals preparing for the worst.
And Delane Cleveland has more on what you can do to stay warm and, of course, prevent frostbite.
The dreaded polar vortex has descended upon the Twin Cities, forcing people to bundle up as the temperatures plummet. But doctors at Hennepin County Medical Center say not everyone has gotten the message.
Since about Saturday, really, we've started to see kind of a slow, steady trickle of frostbite patients coming in.
Frostbite is an injury caused by the freezing of the skin and underlying tissues.
Frostbite can fall into kind of the first, second, and third degree type of injury.
Dr. Ryan Fay is the medical director of HCMC's burn program, which is where people with severe frostbite would seek treatment.
Having the deepest part of the cold snap hit us on the weekend is worrisome.
With colder temperatures on the way, he expects to see more frostbite patients in the near future.
When we hit cold spells on the weekends, it does seem to be a time when we do see a significant uptick in the number of patients.
During a typical winter, they'd see between 25 to 30 frostbite patients. The good news is that frostbite is one of the most preventable injuries out there.
The things to do to mitigate that would be, number one, reduce exposure. So cover up, hat, gloves, boots, that sort of stuff.
The second thing would be to limit your time outdoors. The early symptoms of frostbite, known as frost nip, can develop after about 15 minutes of exposure.
The longer the exposure beyond that is directly proportional to the severity of the injury.
In a worst-case scenario, a person's hands or feet could be amputated, so covering your face isn't as important.
And the nice thing about the head and neck is that it's got a very rich blood supply, so that's why we see more of our injuries on the hands and feet. It's further away from the core of the body.
Of course, the preference would be to protect all parts of your body in extreme cold. Doing so requires simple common sense.
We'll cover up. Wear hat, gloves, boots.
Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
Doctors also recommend avoiding drugs and alcohol during the extreme cold. That's because people not only make poor decisions, but they don't feel the symptoms of frostbite.